Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining me. This is Game God Fluent, bringing you episode 39 of Let's Play Icewind Dale Enhanced Edition. Last episode, we explored Solanor Tower. We found some holy water. We leveled up a little bit. Well, Maltisia did. But I left on a bit of a cliffhanger of what are these two strange items? Helmet. So go ahead and identify it. Suni's Laurel of Favor. This wreath of laurel leaves and roses was a gift from the Church of Suni to the priestesses of Hanali Selenil at the hand of the Seldarine. The representatives of the human goddess of love and beauty were well received, and the high priestess of Hanali Selenil wore the laurel whenever humans were visiting the hand. The orcs discarded the laurel as useless trash when they sacked the priest's tower. Equipped abilities, Charisma +1, Armor class +1. Well, that's probably going to be... Oh. It's going to take his armor. It's going to lose 5% magic resistance, but it's going to take his armor class down to 4, which is good. And this Ion Stone, magic resistance. How about Alton? And now we have a strange potion. Filter of Purification. This elven concoction will purify the drinker of any diseases spreading through his body as well as certain afflictions. Cures blindness, deafness, and disease. Go ahead and give it to Rindle. Alright, so let's go ahead and level up Maltisia. Doc reduced by 1. 2 hit points, 3 lore, 20 skill points. Go detect illusion, find traps, open locks, and 2 in open locks, 2 in find traps, and 1 in detect illusion. Very good. Alright. So we're done here. In Solanor Tower. Now it's time to head to Labellas. Which is this way. This is the last tower to explore. It worked! It worked! Blew it up, I did! Ascend not, they will. Spell now, I complete. This level seems to have been torn asunder, but parts of it still remain suspended by some sort of magic. These stairs have been collapsed, preventing anyone from entering the rest of the tower. That's all there was to this? Huh. Okay. So, I guess that's all we do here.
How can I help? Onward.
Ready for action. Understood.
Ready. Aye.
Huh.
Right then.
Okay, so I guess let's go give the pieces of the broken machinery. So, that character, we might have all the machine parts.
Watch me go. Right then.
So we've just got to climb this tower.
Is that all?
Now we've got to cross the bridge.
Right then.
Come up here.
All. Easy as goblin pie.
Should be right here.
Done.
Gallerith. Okay. Kael'thasa bestowed me with this piece of machinery. Perhaps this is what you seek? Let me see. 24,000 XP. Well, send me to the abyss. You might be right. If you find any more pieces, let me know. Otherwise, check back with me after I've put the part in. This piece of machinery was retrieved from Solanor Tower. Could you use this to fix the machine? Let me see. Another 24,000. Okay, and I found this piece in one of the war rooms. It might be able to help you. 35,000. Check back to see if you put it together. Alright, Rindle leveled up. Look at her, isn't she beautiful? You have my eternal gratitude for helping me fix her. May Corellin guide you. Huh. Larell?
Greetings, adventurers. Pardon me while I gather my thoughts. Who are you, and what has just come to pass?
We are adventurers who have come to the Severed Hand to seek your knowledge and power. In doing so, we learned of the curse bestowed here and your sanity lost centuries ago. We have restored you to some of your former self and beseech you for aid.
Indeed you have, noble adventurers. It must have taken great courage and strength to make it as far as you did, let alone restore some balance to my thoughts. I am eternally in your debt. But surely you did not come to the hand of the Seldarine on a whim. Tell me what it is you seek.
I wish to know more of the events that came to pass here in the Hand.
You wish to learn what came to pass within the hand of the Seldarine. Very well. There is much to tell. Shall I start with the time of prosperity, the betrayal, or our darkest hour?
I would hear of the time of prosperity.
In light of the greater threat of the Orcish and Goblin hordes of the north, we elves allied ourselves with the dwarves. The alliance was a desperate one, but it was either that or fall to the dark hordes.
Continue.
As both races prospered from our mutual cooperation, we furthered our bonds by creating powerful artifacts and weapons. Delicate dwarven craftsmanship, combined with ancient elven magic, yielded items of great power and unsurpassed beauty.
Continue.
With the unity of our two races wielding the magical benefits of our labor, the hordes were easily kept in check. Our cooperation continued, and we prospered in harmony for many decades. Until the betrayal.
Tell us of the betrayal.
You will need to be patient. as this is a bitter subject for me. A great debate ensued with our dwarven allies regarding the magic items created by our union.
Continue.
It seems the greed inherent in all dwarves could not be contained. They wanted to begin selling our magic items to the other settlements in the north. Preposterous, I told them, to allow others access to these artifacts, all for the sake of profit. I was appalled, but not surprised. Dwarves cannot resist their selfish nature for long. My people and I were adamant that the humans were not to have any access to any magical artifacts. After many months of debate, the dwarves conceded, and we thought the issue done. Then, a day came that marked the fate of both races. Our forces encountered what we thought another typical group of the orc and goblin hordes. What should have been an easy battle turned out to be a hard-fought victory. For they were using artifacts and weapons created by the Alliance. Furious, we questioned the dwarves about this. No elf would ever give our greatest treasures to a hated enemy. The dwarves, of course, denied our accusations. In honor of our alliance through the decades, we extended our trust further and tried to come to some solution. We were fools to believe we could coexist with these rock-eaters. Any and all discussions just turned into open argument and further accusations. Did the dwarves think we'd be stupid enough to assume that the artifacts just magically appeared in the Horde's camps? As to be expected, open conflict broke out. The decades of friendship and prosperity ended that day. The Alliance was no more. On that day, the elves of the Hand of the Seldarine were alone against the dwarves and the goblinoid hordes. You wish to learn what came to pass with
Like to hear about the time of darkness.
Centuries ago, the Hand of the Seldarine waged war with the dark hordes encroaching on the north. This war waged for decades, and towards the end, we found ourselves in a losing position. The tide of war was against us. Our forces were diminishing slowly but surely after every conflict. We were isolated from the rest of the elves south of us. With no support from our brothers and sisters, and impending doom at our doorstep, I became desperate. I concocted a plan to protect my people and buy us some time. Ancient elven magic speaks of a spell used in days of old, named the Mythal. This Mythal embodies the land with a living and protective life force, personifying all that is elven. This living force can also be given abilities of a protective nature, powers that would have kept the Dark Hordes away from the Hand of the Seldarine and its surrounding lands. A chance to buy my people time and to marshal reinforcements from our southern brothers and sisters. Some say believing we had the power to bestow such magic was arrogance. Others would say using the Mythal in such a way was blasphemous. I stand by my decision. I did what I had to do to save my people. We began the preparations to lay a Mythal. In the weeks that came to pass, we fortified what remained of our forces within the Hand. My wizards and I locked ourselves within this tower and began the arduous process of laying a Mythal. Within this time, the orcs and goblins sensed our weakened state and moved in for the kill. The largest force we had ever seen besieged the Hand, and the Mythal was not near completion. We knew this was our last stand, and my people knew they had to buy time. For a week, we held the Horde back. Entrenched in our home, my people fought, and the Horde paid dearly for every room of the Hand they took. For every elf that fell, the Horde paid tenfold. For all the sacrifices my people made, the last line was breached in a week's time.
Wow.
As the Horde began ascending the towers and the last of the defenders fell, I realized my people's sacrifice was not made in vain. We completed the last incantations for the Mythal. The spell was cast, and a shroud of pure light and energy engulfed the Hand. As I watched what I thought was our salvation enter every crevice of the Hand, I became horrified. Something had gone terribly wrong. The force that was supposed to bring life to the land began to twist and corrupt it. It was draining everything and everyone within the Hand. beloved soul. I watched as every living thing within the hand of the Seldarine had its life drained to the brink of death, driving them mad. Those who died in the battle began to rise as hideous undead. It was at this point where I realized I wasn't the only one watching the rampant destruction of the Hand and all within. Standing before me was Labelis Enereth, the Elven god of longevity and time.
Wow.
He was angry with me, angry as he saw the most ancient of Elven magic used with carelessness, angry as he watched the lives in the land of his people being unnaturally twisted, angry that my pride and arrogance led to the breakdown of the union between the elves and the dwarves. I was transformed into a Baelnorn.
Wow.
My punishment was to watch over the runes of the Hand of the Seldarine and its people, cursed forever, until the astrolabe was restored by putting my people to proper rest.
Wow. So it was Labelis. Turned him into a Baelnorn. Wow. Very sad tale, but very cool lore.
You have returned.
Larell, we found this diary belonging to your daughter.
My beloved daughter. I see you are thorough in your search of the Hand. The last entries describe her resolve to find a way to reforge the union with those accursed dwarves. I never saw her again.
Huh, we didn't check that diary of Yvain, did we? You never saw her again? What became of her?
Fools! Can you not discern it with your own mind? Those dwarves committed the worst atrocity, knowing its impact on me. They murdered my daughter. For that, I will never forgive them. For the punishment I suffered for my arrogance and pride, Labelis be damned if he thinks I will forgive them for what they did. I would stay in this cursed form, never to see Arvindor, if it meant I could make the dwarves pay for their crime. Leave now! I will not speak of this anymore.
Huh.
You have returned.
So let me go ahead and
Not a problem.
save. I want to check that diary of Yvain. Where is it? Did we put it in a scroll case? We may have. Diary of Yvain. Aha. So it has come to this. The orc and goblin forces grow stronger with each victory. When they attain the weapons of the Alliance, or where they obtain the weapons of the Alliance is still a mystery, but I believe in my heart that it was not through the dwarves. We have succeeded in stifling their advances, but it won't hold for long. We have taken severe casualties and our forces are dwindling rapidly. Negotiations are over with our former friends. We are now in open conflict with them. As much as I love my father, I blame him for this. Ever since we found the weapons in the Horde's possession, father has been completely irrational. Any discussions had with our former friends ended in bitter accusations and resentment. He adamantly believes that the dwarves betrayed us and listens to nothing they have to say in their defense. Am I the only one who sees that both sides are going to die horribly if this continues? Father does not see reason in putting aside hostilities with the dwarves so that we may unite against our common enemy. I spoke to him of going to Dorn's Deep to approach our old friends. He lashed out at me in anger and sent me out of the astrolabe. I now make preparations to leave home and ride to Dorn's Deep myself. I know in my heart what must be done, and this is the only way. Perhaps I have more of my father's stubbornness than I thought. Interesting. So she went to Dorn's Deep. Let's go ahead and get through this.
Indeed you have, noble adventurer. You wish to learn. In light of the as both races, with the unity of art, you will need to be paid. It seems the preposterous. My people and then, furious, we question. We were fools as
Very sad tale, though.
You wish to learn what came centuries ago. The tide of war. I concocted this living force. Some say, but in the weeks that came, within this time, for a week, as the Horde began, as I watched, it was at this point where he was angry with me. I was transformed into a Baelnorn. My punishment was to watch over the runes of the Hand of the Seldarine, and you have returned, my beloved daughter. Fools! Can you not discern it with your own minds? Those dwarves committed the worst atrocity, knowing its impact on me. They murdered my daughter. You have returned.
I seek knowledge that can only be divined through the Heartstone.
Very well. As legend states, the Heartstone gem is an ancient artifact from a time long forgotten. Its most notable owners were the druids of Kuldahar before one within their circle stole the gem. It was thought forever lost, until now. The Heartstone gem contains powerful scrying abilities that can divine the affairs of people throughout the realms. There are only a few within the land who know how to release its powers. I am one of them. With that said, what is it you seek to learn from the Heartstone gem?
We seek to learn the source of the evil that troubles the North.
Then you will have what you seek. Hand me the Heartstone gem.
Here you are.
Freed from the shackles of his tormented mind, the cursed Elven Lord was at last able to assist the heroes in their quest. Handing over the Heartstone gem, the party stood back and watched Larell begin his divination. With the artifact raised before him, clutched tightly in his skeletal hands, the undead sorcerer peered intently into the gem as he whispered a series of strange chants and incantations.
This is so cool.
A spark of light briefly flashed within the gem, as if a ray of sunlight had caught upon its surface. And suddenly, reflected within the mirrored facets of the stone, there appeared an image of a statue. The statue was clearly a monument of sorts, depicting an elf and a dwarf sitting side by side on a dual throne.
Whoa.
Even if Labelus's curse had taken my eyesight, I would still recognize that home. What you have seen is Dorne's Deep, den of the Betrayals. In here is where the wretched dwarves hollowed out their home. Be warned if your journey takes you there. If any of the dwarves remain, expect no quarter, for they will give none. Believe none of their lies, as they will all lead to treachery. If you do decide to venture forth to that dwarven vestige of evil, then I will mark its location on your map. Also, I have the power to take you there if you wish.
Well, we're done here. Actually, we need to resupply before we can continue our journey. Could you take us to Kuldahar instead? Perfect. Okay. Let's go ahead and check the world map. Dorne's Deep. Destination unreachable. Why is that destination unreachable?
We go.
Let's go ahead and resupply. I hope I don't have to go back through the Elven Tower to get to Larell and have him send us to Dorne's Deep again, but oh well. If we have to do that, we have to do it. I do want to resupply.
How can I help forward?
Easy as goblin pie.
Oh my gosh. Let's go ahead and open the bag. Okay, so we have no need of this. Life's Gift. Yeah, we have no need of that. Puny's Poker. It's a +3 spear. We'll just hang on to it. What is Kales's ring? Oh, usable by a ranger. Okay. I'll sell these two things. Longbow of action, dexterity +1. Okay, wait a minute. Misery's Herald. We're going to hang on to that for sure. This is the +1. We can go ahead and sell that and put that there. Then we've got the fast flail, the throwing axes, and probably the messenger of Seth. 3 attacks per round. Yeah. So the rest of this stuff can be sold pretty much. Armor class +1. That's pretty nice. But this is 2 attacks per round. And I guess we're never going to have enough winter wolf pelts to properly... Oh, she was using arrows +2. To properly make that armor. Alright, let's go ahead. 2-handed sword defender, armor class, and slashing resistance. That's pretty nice. Serrated bone blade is very nice. Longbow of action. You can pretty much sell, and Crestlax sword. I don't know about those yet. Go ahead and sell. Dagger +2. I want to go ahead back in the Elven Tower anyway and get more bullets and stuff. Sling +1 can sell. Hammer flail. I want to be very thorough here. We'll keep the serrated bone blade. As it's a +3, but I guess we'll go ahead and sell the 2-handed sword defender. We'll keep this. Oh wait, is that a +2? Yeah, and he's got 2 attacks per round. In case we need a defensive look. Dagger +2 can probably be sold. She's got a sanctified warhammer. She doesn't need the Morning Star of lesser phasing. Oh, it's such a good weapon though. Maybe we will hang on to that. And sell the Necromancer's robe. Alright, so if we need a defensive look, I guess we'll hang on to the 2-handed. It does have an armor class +1 and 10% slashing resistance. We'll hang on to that. And to that. Probably just sell the Winter Wolf pelts. Dagger +2. The hammer flail. We'll keep the Morning Star of lesser phasing. Sell the Necromancer's robe. We have 12,000. Alright, we're done with Conlon for now. Let's head down to... Let's go buy more scrolls of Raised Dead. We managed to make it through the Elven Fortress with our 3 Raised Dead scrolls, which was very good. So, yeah. We're going to do some resupplying here, some restocking.
Done.
They're only 600, so we should get a bunch of these. Let's get 6 of them. Stone to flesh scroll. Let's go ahead and get 6 of them. I guess sell our gems here. Water Stars, Isles, Shandon, Friso Barrel. Yeah, we have enough of what we need from here.
I'm here.
Right into Dorn's Deep, the Dwarven stronghold. That's pretty neat. I'm excited for that. The Elven Tower was just a joy, really, to play through. And yeah, next episode we'll probably head back to the Elven Tower. Get us some bullets, some bolts of lightning and such. I just didn't have the money right then.
Easy as goblin pie.
Okay, we want to sell the ballad. Can't do anything with it. All this good stuff.
I need it.
Watch me go.
What other scroll cases do we have? Prezio's War Journal. I'm going to hang on to that. I like looking in it from time to time. Can't buy darts here.
I
Alright, let's go to the wizard. See if he's got anything new. Love how there's so much lore that you learn as you explore these places. It's really fascinating stuff. I found this book in a ruined elven tower not far from here. Perhaps you might find it useful. Mythal theory. Useful indeed. This book is precisely what I've been searching for all these years. You have done me a great service and should be rewarded. Take this artifact as a token of my gratitude. 24,000 XP. Purchase some spells. We got a belt. Another level up. We can't use any of these. Let's go ahead and sell scrolls that he can't use, such as Cloud Kill, Ice Lance, Cone of Cold, Sleep. Since it's useless now. See if there's any scrolls that we need. No. How about scrolls in her case? No, she's fine. Alright, so we've got everything we want from here. Except maybe the Girdle of Gond. Hang on to it. Let's go ahead and have him identify the belt. Auric Study. A remnant from the holy shrine of Star Mausoleum in Myth Glarok. This girdle was blessed by the avatar of Labellus Enerith, elven god of time and longevity. The high priest of Labellus typically wore the girdle in the day-to-day activities as well as battle. Made of alternating bands of bronze and gold, the fine belt was a prize even without its magical properties. When orcs sacked Myth Glarok, this girdle was one of the most prominent items stolen. Ooh, equipped abilities, free action. Charge abilities, haste once per day for 9 rounds on the wearer. Oh, that is sweet. Probably for you, I would say. Free action and haste. That is excellent. I have some level ups to do. I guess we're done here.
Ready.
I mean, the Girdle of Gond just doesn't give me enough to be worth it. Let's head to... back to Conlin. We'll see if we want to buy any +3 weapons or anything, or the Helm of the Trusted Defender. And then we'll go ahead and wrap up this episode.
Right then.
Conlin. Oh.
Your command? Onward.
I'm here. Easy as goblin pie.
Alright, what do you have? Love of Black Bass. Lose 4 points of luck. Tomb Sweeper +3. Flail, +4 dagger. Buckle +5 crossbow. The Helm of the Trusted Defender. Armor class +3, immune to sleep and fatigue, protects against critical hits. So I guess like Vrindle can wear, but she's got a dexterity +1. Stone. Alright, let's quick save here. Maybe sell Puny's poker. And pick up the Helm of the Trusted Defender. Come here. It's going to take your armor class to -1. But your thought quote goes up 1. great armor class, but worse Thaco. But now this Icewind can make your Thaco better, so I guess it works out okay. He's going to need darts. Yeah, I guess that works. And the some shimmering sash or something. I don't see it here. Okay. All right, so looks like I've sold everything I want to sell. Oh, potions of extra healing would be nice. Who would I get them from? The temple, perhaps? No, Fiddlebender.
Not a problem.
We'll have to sell. We'll have to make more of a decision on which items to sell here to make money to buy more ammunition at the Elven Tower. He doesn't have extra healing. Let's see. Sell the weird oil of speed. Buy more flaming oil. Mind focusing, we have to. So I have 4 mind focusing potions. And 2 potions of genius. Let's buy some of these for the road. And let's go ahead and quickly... Well, how long have we been playing for? 43 minutes. Next episode, he'll go ahead and memorize new spells. So I want to thank you for watching and commenting and all that good stuff. I hope you're enjoying thus far. Next step, we will memorize new spells with Alton, do our spell layout, and then head back to the Elven Tower. Maybe sell the Trusted Defender sword or something and pick up some more good ammunition from there. And yeah, we'll have fun. Much love, peace, and joy, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.